Wilt Chamberlain's anniversary, right? 100 points in a game. It's like, dude, pass me the ball. Or is it? Do you have the final score of that game?
Yeah, so this was obviously March 2nd, 1962, the 61st anniversary. Mike, do the math for you. Philadelphia Warriors, obviously they go on to become the Golden State Warriors, 169-147 over the New York Knicks.
So there was another 69-point score. So maybe people felt pretty fulfilled. Oh, I got a few shots in. I guess if it was 103.
That's the thing. So
problem.
his teammates, 11, 16, 17, 16, and York Larice poured in 9.
Yeah, I don't know York Larice. I didn't follow his 30 for 30, so I'm not familiar. But
he's of the Pennsylvania Larices.
Wilt was obviously no three-point line. Wilt played all 48 minutes, 36 of 63 from the field, 28 of 32 from the foul line, 25 rebounds. Hey, and don't say he never passed, guys. 2 assists.
But did you hear the 28 for 32 from the free throw line for a big guy? That's almost absurd this day and age. I mean, almost 90%.
And Wilt was a career 51% free throw shooter, so he had a good night at the line.
Yeah, that seems fishy, though. He's 51, all of a sudden he's like 90 on the night. I don't know. We need to talk to a statistician that was there. Here we go. Top 5 records that will never be broken. I have my list, and then I'm going to go to you guys. Number 5, Scott Skiles is 30 assists on December 30th, 1990. You'd think after assist 20, the guys on the other team go, he ain't shooting. It's obvious he's not going to shoot the ball.
We figured this out.
Yeah, but 30 assists.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
I think there's LeBron had 19 in the last couple years, was a recent high, but not been close. Next up. Now, this interceptions in the NFL game. Jim Hardy of the Chicago Cardinals, who threw 8 picks against the Eagles. Now, there have been some throw 7. Even Ty Detmer threw 7 in 2001, but 8. Did they not have another person with an arm that could throw 8 interceptions? That's again, me on Madden. Now, number 3, I hit 15 bets in a row.
What?
This year on my podcast, and I don't consider myself to be great at this, so this is not but on my podcast, 25 Whistles, we would do a big, and I would go, let's go, bet this one. I hit 15 in a row publicly.
Jeez.
It got to the point where I was like, something must be happening, so I just flip a coin.
You're going to get banned.
On bet 10 and 11, and I hit both of them too. So it's not all skill. I was having a good night like Wilt. Hit 15 in a row. That's number 3, all time, greatest records that'll never be broken.
Very good.
Number 2, the single season free throw percentage. Jose Calderon, 98.1%. That 98% for a whole season, that should just show you, though, it's like bowling. I think free throws are like bowling. If you just practice enough, you'll get good at it. If you're a basketball player and you just practice free throws enough, you'll get good at it. I think anybody can be a professional bowler. I said it. Anybody can be a professional bowler if you just go and practice. What do? You throw it, you curve it. I see guys bowling. It's like a bunch of John Daly's. Like, we get one John Daly in golf, and I like John Daly as far, he's from Arkansas. He goes out, won some majors. You're like, that's Mr. Everyman. Bowling is like everybody's Mr. Everyman. So I think free throw shooting is like bowling. You just practice enough, you should get good at it. And then number 1, that my dumbest decision ever in football. High school football as a captain. Yeah, I'm not trying to brag here. And I went out. We were playing a team called Sparkman. I remember leaving pumped. It was a big game for us. Coach said, you go out there. We want to play defense. We're going to shut them down. I'm like, yo, let's go. I was a pretty wiry guy. Again, I didn't even grow really till college. I go out and flip the coin. They win the coin toss. They say, we'll defer. I say, we're kicking. Well, here's the problem. They defer, and they get to pick the second half. I said, we're kicking. The rest said, you're kicking. I said, yeah. They said, you sure? I said, yeah. So we kicked to start the game, and then we kicked again at halftime. So we kicked both, and then we lost by 1 touchdown. That's the dumbest decision that will never be. Yeah, it was just terrible, terrible, terrible. Records that will never be broken. Chris, what do you have?
Okay, here we go. I went a little more conventional. Number 5, Wayne Gretzky's career point total, 2,857. If Wayne Gretzky never scored a goal, he'd still have the most points of all time. Think about that for a second. Ricky Henderson's career stolen base mark, 1,406. That ain't ever getting touched. Jose Reyes, I think he's still playing. He might get to 1,000. No one's touching that. Richard Petty in 1967, guys.
20, yeah.
Won 27 NASCAR races, including 10 straight. Nobody's touching that.
Nope.
Michael Phelps, he's on the GOAT Mount Rushmore for athletics. 28 Olympic gold medals. And this one, Bobby, you're a golfer, you'll appreciate. Tiger Woods made the cut in 142 consecutive tournaments. That's bananas.
Yeah. Cuts are a weird thing because I didn't know until we were watching, you watched it as well, Full Swing on Netflix. I didn't know if you missed a cut, you got nothing.
No money.
Not
Zero.
even like $50 or like a 10% off at Applebee's card or something. You would think you played, you did some work. You should get like SAG minimum or something. I couldn't believe they go out there and they get nothing.
Nothing.
Which is wild.
Don't even cover the trip.
Nope.
When they were showing Tiger in Full Swing, when Tiger came back like 18 months after the wreck, he was playing. Was it the Master? No. What?
Yeah, he played the Masters.
Was it the Masters?
That year, yeah.
And he's walking and he uses his putter as a cane for the first time. Like I got maybe a little emotional. Like I don't know Tiger. I never met Tiger. And you know, from all accounts, Tiger's a weird dude because he's been growing up in a weird situation.
Famous his whole life.
Yeah, I mean he's been great but for some reason, and you guys may be the same, when Tiger plays, I'm just like rooting as hard as I can for him.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's not even 25, and I get it. Even then when he was dominating and young, and I was like, I get why I'm rooting. But now he comes out, I'm Tiger all the way.
Me too.
It is bizarre how much I just absolutely stand. I love Tiger Woods. All right, Mike, who do you have?
For me, I didn't actually do a list.
You did? Okay, but when you hear this,
Okay,
and
so
you
you
hear
want me to
us,
just give
just give
one?
me one that you're like, this is a record I think will be tough for anyone to touch ever. This is called spot questioning. This is why I win the awards.
Oof, let me think about one.
I'm going to come back to you.
Yeah,
I'm
come
gonna-
back.
I'm
Think
gonna come
about
back to you.
music,
Think
Mike.
about it.
That's your wheelhouse. Think about music.
Oh, I got one.
Go.
There you go.
I'll come back. Come back.
Okay.
Come back. Go.
All right, go ahead,
I got
TJ.
it. I got to look at how many.
All right, with mine, I just have 5 here and kind of tried to dabble in all the sports and things I like. We'll start off with Emmitt Smith, 18,355 career rushing yards. I don't think that's getting touched as a running back in the National Football League. Right now, Roman Reigns is on 914 days as the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, and we're making a big deal of it. But he has a long way to go to tie the legendary Bruno Sammartino's record, who for 11 total years and 4,040 days, he reigned as champion of the World Wrestling Federation / World Wrestling Entertainment. That's never, ever going to be touched. And you got Wayne Gretzky. You brought up his total points, Chris. I brought up his assists, 1,963 assists. And again, like Chris says, you take all of his goals out, he's still
The all-time
leading scorer. With all these NBA players who are load managing and taking games off and not playing back-to-back and sitting out games, AC Green's 1,192 consecutive games played, that mark is going to last longer than the cockroach. They say if the bomb goes off, only thing left is a cockroach. Well, the cockroach and AC Green's consecutive game streak, because ain't nobody touching that.
I almost did that one.
Did you?
I almost did.
And in 1968, Denny McClain won 31 games for the Detroit Tigers. And I'm here to tell you, Bobby, Chris, Mike, there ain't no way, never, and The Rock means ever, is anyone going to win 31 games as a Major League Baseball pitcher again. It's not going to happen. Guys can't even pitch to the 7th inning nowadays. So you're never going to see 31 wins again. You might not even see 28 wins again. It's never going to happen. So there's just 5 of my tops right there.
I'd like to shout out for the Bruno Sammartino mention.
I'm a huge wrestling fan, so I got to work that in everything I do almost. So.
Mike, I need one though.
I got 2.
Okay, give me 2.
Oh,
Here we go. Music, right, Mike?
I got 2.
I am
got
your
2
personal producer
Yeah,
there,
thank
Del
you,
Tufo.
TJ. This is why I love TJ. I say this, and it's obviously albums aren't sold anymore, but Michael Jackson and Thriller, 51 million albums sold for Thriller. The greatest album of all time. That's definitely never going to get broken because albums obviously don't get sold. Plays are a different story. Obviously, today, it's all about plays. But my second one is Beyonce, 32 Grammys.
Yeah,
I don't think that's ever going to get broken.
pretty amazing.
It's
Yeah.
hard to say that anyone's going to touch that. Those are my 2.
Man,
real music. Thank you,
the
TJ.
Beyonce, because I'm not a big Beyonce fan, but I can absolutely respect the 32 Grammys,
That's crazy.
the tickets that she sells.
I mean,
like,
Quincy Jones has 28, I believe. And she has more than Quincy Jones, who's probably the greatest producer in the history of music, in my eyes. I mean, and she has more than he does.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I mean, he produced Thriller.
I met Beyonce when she was in Destiny's Child. That's my one meeting with her. It's pretty cool. I was like, I told her, I sat her down. I said, "You're gonna make it. You need to go solo." And you know what? I'm the reason. Yeah, it's a little talk we had.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.